name is Michael Cruz from period 4. This is unit I, concepts 3 to 5, WPP number 6. So this is my first problem. Michael has $2,500 to put in a 36-month CD that yields 5.7% interest. How much money will he have at the end of the term if it is compounded daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually? So for this problem, the equation you want to use is A equals P times, parentheses, 1 plus R over N, close parentheses, to the power of N T. So I already set up my equation, plugging in this. So this would be P equals 250, R equals 5%, and T is 3 years. Yeah. So what you want to do is plug in this equation into your calculator. But first, y equals 2,500 parentheses 1 plus 0.057 divided by x, close parentheses, to the power of parentheses x 3. X times 3 times 3. Close. Hit graph. There you go. First, make sure your window's set up correctly. Since there is only 365 days in a year, your max would be like around 400. And the money I'm making, my money is 2,500. So my Y max would be 4,000. So yeah. And what I want to find is N equals 365, 52, 12, 4, 2, and 1. So all I do is hit trace, enter 365 into my calculator, hit enter, and I would get 2,966 and 19 cents, because you always round up to the nearest hundredth. And for 52, enter, equals 2,965.95. 12, enter, equals 2,965.03. 4, enter, 2,962.65. 2, enter, 2,959.14. Finally 1, enter, 2,952.33. So that is my first problem, and now I'm going to solve my second one. How much money will he have at the end of the term if it is compounded continuously? For this problem, I would be using a new equation, which is A equals PE to the power of RT. So I know that P equals 2,500, R equals 5.7%, and T is 3 years. So I put 0.057 because it's a percent, so you move your decimal point 2 places to the left, And what I want to do is just plug it into my calculator and not use the y equals this time. So it's 250 e to the power of 0.057 times 3, close parentheses, hit enter. So A would equal 2,966 and 23 cents. Okay, so those are my first two problems. Now moving on. So for this one, I'm gonna use again A equals PE to the power of RT. So Michael invested 2,500 into a 60-month CD. What interest rate does he need to look for if he wants 3,600 in his account by the end of the 5 years? So I already plugged in everything into my equation of A equals P to the power of RT. So what I do is divide both sides by 2,500, which simplifies to 36 over 25 equals E to the power of R times 5. Then you want to get the natural law of both sides. So natural law of 36 divided by 25 equals 0.3646 equals, since it's a natural law of E, that will just be 1. So that cancels out. So yeah, so you're just left with on this side R times 5. So you divide both sides by 5, divided by 5, enter. Your R would equal 0.073, because you always round up to the nearest thousand. Since it's dealing with percentage, you move your decimal place 2 spots to the right. So your interest rate will be 7.3%. Last problem. Michael invested $2,500 into an account offering 6.3% interest. How long must he leave the money in the account if he wants 4,000 just gained from interest? So this means that I will not be putting any money into my account, and I would be also using the same equation, A equals PE to the power of RT. So I know that A equals 4,000 and P 2,500. So that's just, and then E to the power of 0.063 times T. So what I do is divide by 250 on both sides. Which simplifies to 8 over 5 equals E to the power of 0.063 T. Take the natural law of both sides. So the natural law of 8 over 5 is 0.47. Like I said before, the natural law of E is just 1. So you just left on this side with 0.063 times T. Divide both sides by 0.063. So divided by 0.063. Your T would equal 7.3%. 46. So you know that it's dealing with years, so for sure you're gonna have 7 years. But to be more accurate, you try to get the months. So what you do is a little of cross multiplying. So it's like 46 over 100 equals x over 12. So what you do is multiply 46 and 12 and 10 and x. So you do 46 times 12 equals 552 divided by 100 equals 5.52. But we have to round up since it's a 5, so it's going to be 7 years and 6 months. That's it.